if he spoke about an adjudication, a self-proclaimed, but any of those instruments are at the hands or knowledge of the political organizations, any political party, including the Movement for Venezuela, know even 11 days after the electoral process what was the voting, the total voting. But when the law says that tabulating and must be delivered to all participants within 48 hours. If we don't have the instruments and if the National Electoral Council haven't done the public publication, so we asked the Electoral Chamber, what are we doing here? But because the only authorized institution of proclaiming the results of elections is the National Electoral Council, but those updates of results must be of the elections, and that fact we have to happened within 48 hours hasn't existed. The only way on the judicial order that the Electoral Chamber take notice of that is that one of the authors and nullified those results, and we haven't been explained about this contentious appeal, and so the law said that all ballots must be under the custody of officials through the electoral process. So we get out from this electoral chamber with more citations, and it is an irregular topic in which we have to demand that the institutions must be at the service of transparency and demand the National Electoral Council to be attached to the requirements of the organic law, that it is being explained clearly that they have 48 hours for the total.
We're listening to the statement of Jose Ramon Calzadilla for Movimiento por Venezuela after the hearings held at the Supreme Court of Justice in the Electoral Chamber as part of the judicial process on the July 28th elections that was celebrated in Venezuela. Jose Ramon was also calling on the National Electoral Council to present the tally sheets of the full count of the electoral results, was also denouncing that after 48 hours they have not been presented, they have not been given these documents according to them. He's alleging that these documents are not given and they cannot be certain of what is happening, and that's why he's calling for transparency and calling the National Electoral Council to abide by the constitutional laws. These are statements that are being delivered following the hearings that are being held in the Electoral Chamber of the Supreme Court of Justice following President Nicolas Maduro's appeal of protection in the context of in the aftermath of the electoral day in Venezuela. Stay tuned with teleSUR English for more updates as they unfold.